Well, despite their crushing November loss, Democrats choosing another establishment candidate to be the DNC head.
We will all be able to say the United Democratic Party led the resistance, ensured that this president was a one-term president, and elected Democrats across this country.
President Obama's former Labor Secretary Tom Perez edging a narrow win over controversial Congressman from Minnesota Keith Ellison. But is the party really united, as Mr. Perez claims? Here for a debate, the brothers Woodhouse. We got the president of Americans United for Change, Brad Woodhouse, green, as you can see right there, left, and his brother, executive director of the North Carolina Republican Party, Dallas Woodhouse. Guys, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Brad, let's start with you. Your party, after this last election, is in a ditch. Is Mr. Perez the guy to drive you out of the ditch?
Well, look, I'm really happy with Tom Perez. I would have been happy with Keith Ellison. Look, I believe, to the point here, I believe Democrats are united. I don't believe the day after the Russians got their preferred candidate sworn in to the White House that when millions of people marched across this country, Democrats and progressives, they weren't looking over their shoulder saying, are you a Sanders supporter? Are you a Clinton supporter? The Democratic Party is united. We united for a big win in the special election for state senate in Delaware this weekend, and we're going to be united going forward. You got to be united around your policies and what you want to do, and I believe Democrats are certainly united about opposing Donald Trump.
Okay, Dallas, I think you would probably say your brother is in denial. You feel that the Democratic Party is at the lowest place it has been in decades.
Well, I think the numbers show that when it comes to U.S. governors, it comes control of state legislatures, when it comes to state and local races, and when it comes to land mass, you know, they're just vast areas of the country where there is very little Democrat representation. And by the way, Steve, I really think the Bernie Sanders people ought to check the envelopes this morning. They ought to check and see if they, in fact, got the right candidate elected, or
give me a break,
did
Dallas.
Mr. Ellison get robbed in this?
Hold on a second,
Check
Dallas.
the envelope.
You know what? The President of the United States must have been channeling you, because about 23 hours ago, he tweeted this out. The President did. The race for DNC chairman was, of course, totally rigged. Bernie's guy, like Bernie himself, never had a chance. Clinton demanded Perez. Now, Brad, let me ask you about this. Regarding Bernie Sanders, he will not give to the DNC, because obviously they were in the tank for Clinton during the last cycle, will not give his millions of names of supporters, and they would really like it. But that goes to show you the party is not united. With the Bernie Sanders people, they are completely divided.
Well, look, I believe the party is united. You know, one thing, Steve, that people didn't pay a lot of attention to this weekend is that Tom Perez came to the stage after he was elected, and he asked for acclamation to make Keith Ellison the deputy chair of the DNC. There was no such position, and he created it for Keith Ellison. It's very seldom you see someone who wins a race that hands a major seat to the person they defeated. I believe the party is united. I believe Bernie Sanders is going to be part of this, bringing the Democrats back and making sure that we win in 2018. And I think Tom Perez is the right person to lead the party.
Well, that's what we would expect you to say. Final word, Dallas.
Steve, the real challenge there is that the party, the Democrat Party, is moving farther left, but their elections for Senate in 2018 are in states that have gone right. That's the real challenge.
That is all true. All right, Brad and Dallas, we thank you very much for joining us live. Spirited debate, as always, on this Monday morning. Guys, have a good week.
Thank you.